plane! The plane! We just saw Fantasy Island. And no, it's not quite the bubbly, lighthearted, beautiful show that I used to watch as a kid with Ricardo Montalban. Nope. But it kind of is, right? It's supposed to be kind of a spin-off of that. His name is Rourke.
Yeah, well, it is. It's the new Fantasy Island.
It's the new Fantasy Island.
Works the same way, kinda.
Yeah, if your fantasies were homicidal maniacs.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
All right, we're going to try not to give any spoilers away from this, but I'm going to let Paul go first.
You always make me go first.
Well, because you seem to have the most emotion from this movie, because tell me what you said on your way out of the film.
Our movie's supposed to make you angry. This movie made me angry.
But why? Like, there are worse horror movies out there that I've seen.
Yeah. Okay, but this one... You know how you're watching a movie and everything is going and you think it's going to go a certain way, it can only go that way, and then some outside force comes in, it's called the Deus Ex Machina, and it comes in and it saves the day for everybody, and there, the story is done. And the story up till that point really had no point because this external force came in and saved the day. Well, that's how ridiculous the ending was. That's how ridiculous the ending was. It did not make any sense, and it made me angry. Isn't that how you're supposed to feel when nothing makes sense?
All right, well, the basic premise of the movie is people come to this island. It's just like the Fantasy Island television show where you are granted one fantasy. And they think it's going to be holograms or actors and stuff like that, but it all turns out to be real. Sort of. But there are life and death situations. And this turns into Fantasy Islands. They kind of make it a spoof. And they try and turn it into kind of like a little bit of a horror film.
A Nightmare Island.
Yeah. And where they also try and throw in a bunch of twists here and there. Now, the acting inside was fine for this kind of movie. Right? It's a horror movie. Think of how many horror movies have quality acting in it. Not too many.
Yeah, I guess.
The Shining. That's about it, right? You're running out of them after that. Maybe The Changeling back in the day. But I would say the acting on par for a horror movie was pretty good. It had some funny moments in it. We did laugh a couple times in this film. A couple of times. It's not a laugh riot movie by no means.
No, you know what this made me feel like? It made me feel like this was Jumanji without any of the comedy. That's the feeling I got. Take all the funny stuff out of Jumanji and just have them doing their thing. And that's what it was like. It was like that subpar TV acting that's just okay.
Well, it is based on a TV show.
Well, I guess they did their job then.
Now, they did try and throw some twists and turns in this movie. However, if you have any kind of attention span, you probably figure out the twist before it happens, and it's not really any surprise. But they did try and really throw you off with the one girl conflict.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to spoil it, but they do try and throw you off.
Oh yeah, you kind of finally get, okay, we understand the twist. And then they do a twist on the twist, and that's what made me angry because it was stupid. Because they said, "Oh, well, this was kind of too easy, so now we're going to throw them for a loop." And it was really contrived, and it made me want to do nasty things to other people.
So it worked. All in all, I didn't expect a lot from this movie. Once I heard it was going to be a horror film, it's a Blumhouse film. You know what you're going to get with his films. They're kind of going to be campy. They're not going to be overly scary. They're going to be jump scares here and there. And they're going to try and twist on you, but they're not brilliant twists as they're not The Sixth Sense or anything like that, by no means. But overall, all right, I'd give it a pass as far as, if you want to go see this kind of film. It's not horrible. Like, you got angry. But I didn't get angry watching it. I got a little bored.
It was decent up until just before the resolution.
Yeah. So I'm like, Yeah, and I was getting interested in it when they started trying to tie everything together. But like you said, the ending kind of just went off on a rail and kind of ruined it. But until that point, I wasn't too bad with it until then. So, what are you going to rate it? Huh?
5.5.
5.5.
Well, okay, so out of rhythm section, Birds of Prey, was there another one?
We just saw Sonic.
No, that one was a good one. So this one, Birds of Prey, and rhythm section, which one was the best?
They're all almost on par with each other. I would have to still say I kind of enjoyed this more than the other two.
Yeah.
At least there was some humor in this. But don't forget, I went into this film thinking it was going to be this kind of film and not hoping for anything much better. So my anticipation, Birds of Prey I had hopes for because I love the character. Rhythm section, I was hoping it was going to be a good drama, a spy movie, and it turned out to be long and dull and boring. So I had hopes for those. This one I knew what I was going to get, so I had my expectations set.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, I think Birds of Prey I might have enjoyed more than this one.
You say 5.5? I will give it a 6, which is still not, miss it, see it. It's not going to hurt you either way.
So, just be prepared. This is, I guess, what they call a horror movie. This movie is not scary.
No.
And it's not creepy. But it has, supposed tension?
Scary elements, but they're not going to scare an adult too much. They might scare some teenagers.
The actors are apparently scared, but you won't be.
Yeah. And, yeah. I don't know. I thought they'd try and throw you off, like we said, a few times with romantic stories and then revenge stories and party stories, but it all ties into one, but then goes off the rails, and the romance story didn't quite fit anymore, and all this other stuff. So
it was just like a really long, mediocre TV show. It's just really skip this one. Skip it.
Yeah. If you like these Blumhouse films, this is what you get. This is a Blumhouse horror film. This is all of his films. So, the production house. So don't worry about it. If you like those kind of films, you're going to like this one. Now, one thing I did find quickly before we'll sign off on this, the last thing they do in the movie, they leave a cliffhanger. And they kind of hinted at this person's name or his nickname in college all the way through. Mm-hmm. And then we finally get to see why he was made fun of in college for his tattoo. And then they leave that with a cliffhanger at the end of the movie. And I kind of thought it was pretty clever. I kind of thought it was pretty funny because I can see that as being something people would do in college.
Yeah.
As a ridiculous prank.
But if this is a non-spoiler review, we have to edit that out of the video now.
No.
Yes, because that was a reveal at the end.
It's a reveal for the sequel.
No,
nothing to do with the movie.
That's a reveal. That was probably the most interesting part of the movie, and you just ruined it for everybody.
I'm a son of a gun. I don't think that's... No. Again, nothing horrible about this film. It's it made Paul angry. It made Paul angry. Myself, I was indifferent. I had some fun in the movie, but I still kind of wish they would have went for a spin-off of the actual Fantasy Island. Like a 21 Jump Street sort of way to do it.
Yeah, they should have made this a comedy or an actual horror.
Yeah, a scary horror, like a Saw kind of horror. So again, to wrap up, Paul thinks about a 5.5. I say 6. You can see it's not very far apart from each other. Yeah. See it, skip it. You won't be too disappointed. Maybe you'll watch it some Halloween night on Netflix or something, or in the future. Well, hope you liked the video. Why not check out some of our other content down below? And until next time, I'll try and calm Paul down. He's very animated right now. Well, I hope you liked the video, and until next time, I'll see you on the channel.